Welcome back to the 6 o'clock Kenney News on Channel 727, reporting live from Studio 803.
Today we are bringing you the latest in women's rights.
There have been many recent reports of inequality between men and women around the U.S.
Women complain about not being allowed to vote, having little to no right to their own property, and only being able to do social work from their homes.
All of this has brought many women to stand up for themselves, including Elizabeth Cady Stanton, who we have sitting over in Studio 2 with our reporter Sydney. So let's turn it to them.
Hi, I'm Sydney, and I'm here with Elizabeth Cady Stanton. And so, how did this whole Seneca Falls Convention start?
Well, I attended the World's Anti-Slavery Convention in London, England, with my husband on my honeymoon. But when we got there, I discovered that I was not allowed to participate. All women had to sit in a separate gallery away from the convention. I informed my friend Lucretia Mott about this, and we both decided that we needed to put a stop to this and get more rights for women. So we thought to form a society to advance the rights of women. And after 8 years of working, we held the Seneca Falls Convention.
What exactly was this convention?
It was the first public meeting about women's rights held in the United States.
What did this convention accomplish?
Well, one of the things that we did there was we wrote and we signed the Declaration of Sentiments.
What is it exactly, like the Declaration of Sentiments?
It is based off of the Declaration of Independence, but we included women in it. And it is a detailed document about the beliefs and social injustice towards women. It had 18 charges against men, the same amount that King George III used.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Now back to the studio. Whoosh!
Thank you, Sydney and Elizabeth, for that amazing story.
It's pretty cool how women are actually standing up for what they believe in.
Yes, indeed, but you may be asking yourself, how are men reacting to all this?
Well, recent reports show some men siding with the women, but others are strictly opposing them.
They say women lack the physical and mental strength to survive without men. They also said that husbands should have control over the wife's property.
Now let's go out to the streets.
Do you think women should have the same rights as men?
No, of course not. Women aren't unequal, but they're different. So they should be treated differently than men, which means they should not have the same rights.
Okay, do you think women should have the same rights as men?
Well, of course. We are all created equal. It says in the Declaration of Independence. So we should be created equally.
Thank you. Looks like we have some very different perspectives out there.
You may be wondering how all of this even started, and to answer your question, the fighting over the rights of African Americans led many female abolitionists to fight for women's rights.
Women started speaking publicly about their rights, especially the Grimke sisters.
Many thought that they shouldn't speak in public because they didn't want women to leave their traditional female roles.
But the Grimkes protested that women had moral duties to lead the anti-slavery movement.
One of the two sisters, Sarah, published a pamphlet arguing for equal rights for women. She also argued for equal educational opportunities.
Along with all of that, she pointed out laws that negatively affected women and demanded equal pay and equal work.
What a determined woman she is. We interviewed her earlier. Let's play that. Hi, I'm Natalia, and I'm here with Sarah Grimke. So, how did you express your feelings towards the whole women's rights movement?
Well, I never really got married, so...
And why is that?
I feel like when women get married, they're like handling themselves over to the husbands and basically becoming a slave to them instead of a wife. So I refuse to get married.
Well, that's one way to put it. All right. Back to the studio.
Now for our traffic report.
So stay off of 9th Avenue because suffragettes are out there protesting. As seen here, suffragettes are making signs about women's rights and equality between men and women, and they have been protesting on 9th Avenue all day long.
All right, well, what a night.
So many inspiring women and many different perspectives. Who knows what will happen next?
Well, until next time, good night, America.